Hello everyone, my name is Margaret. I'm the chaplain here at the East Cheshire Hospice, and it's lovely that you want to come and join us. People often say, what does a chaplain do? Well, I see my role as one of support and accompaniment, walking alongside people, patients, their families and friends and carers. Primarily, that's the first group I work with. I'm here for people of all faiths, no faith, and everything in between. I'm a person of faith myself, but that doesn't mean to say that I will try to preach to anybody. I'm here to supply or support any sort of help that I can give you. If you are a person of faith and you would like to see your own minister or vicar, then I will certainly make sure that that happens. If you belong to the Humanist Society, I can bring somebody in for you, or any faith at all. There is not a problem, because we are all spiritual people. For many people, such as I'm one of them, spiritual life includes a life of prayer and faith. For many people, that's not the case. The spirit is all to do with what lifts our spirit. So there you can say there are things that if I ask you what lifts your spirit, you might say friendship, family, a beautiful day, lovely music, silence, anything at all, going on a lovely walk. All those things actually lift your spirit, make you feel better. And for a person of faith, their spiritual life also includes having a faith, and so I will accompany you on that way. It's really to be with the person, either the patient or their family, as much or as little as they want, and to try to find out what I can do to help. I'm not going to tell people what they need, I'm going to try to find out, and then walk alongside them as much as they want or as little as they want. And if they don't want me to be around, that's absolutely fine. I also am there in a different way for the staff, because as we all know, when you go to work, you're also carrying other things on your back. And so I just try to be around and to be accessible and available for anything at all, for a laugh or a cry or a moan or a cup of tea or some chocolate, whatever. So you will often see me wandering around the building, and if I look as if I'm just wandering around the building, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm wandering around the building. Because occasionally if you meet somebody and you just say, how are you doing? They might actually tell you. They don't want to come along to the room, but just to chat in the corridor. So I think that sort of casual meeting is really, really important. For the families, I try to be a listening ear and a support at a time which is difficult for them. Because for various reasons, the patient, him or herself, may be so poorly that they aren't really aware anymore, or they have come to terms with their condition, but the family hasn't. And so I try to be there as a listening ear and as a support and as a sympathetic person, really, just to be there to help. I also try to offer as much practical help as I can, and that can include assisting with funerals, either helping to prepare them and also carrying them out if that's what people wish. And then after that time, I will just give you a ring now and again. We have a bereavement service, but if I've been in touch with you a lot, then I'll try to keep that up for a little while just to make sure you don't feel abandoned. In terms of keeping up with you, we have a monthly Time to Remember service where we invite people back 3 months after their loved one has died, not because 3 months is a special time, but because maybe you might be ready then. If you're not ready after 3 months, it doesn't matter, you can come at another time. And during that time, when it's not COVID, we invite people back to the chapel every second Sunday of every month, and we have a service, a very low-key service, which is basically Christian, but I think anyone who comes to it feels that they're welcome, they're part of the whole thing, because we're all people together, basically. And we have a time for lighting a candle in memory of your person, and then we have tea and cake afterwards, which is always good because it means you can meet some staff if they're not too tied up on the ward, and you can also meet people that you may have met on the ward when your family member was with us. We also have a Light Up Alive service every year when we remember all those who died in that year. And that's always a very moving time, actually, and we all come together for that to show you that we are still supporting. In terms of services here, I do a Christmas service on Christmas morning, which you're invited to, and patients come off the ward. And on Easter Sunday morning, I do the same. If there are other days, like Remembrance Day, for instance, we always have a service in chapel for that, because that's a national day of remembrance and people are invited to that. And if there are any other events that crop up, we try to meet those events and offer support where we possibly can. So we're here for you. The chaplain is always here for you. I'm in the building most days in the week. If I'm not, there's a phrase which the nurses know: I'm going now, but you can always get me. So never feel that there's nobody there for you to talk to. I'm always here for you. But as volunteers, you will be around and you'll see me wandering around too. So thank you very much for joining us, and I look forward to meeting you again. Thank you.